My name is Connor Shanahan, I'm 15 and this is my professional drift car. Drifting is my life and I want to prove to myself that I can come on top this season, beating the strongest drivers in the European Superstar Series. But it's not going to be easy. One of my strongest rivals is my brother Jack.
Yeah, your older and more talented brother. Together we are going to take you behind the scenes of our journey and expose the highs and lows while travelling as a family throughout Europe.
And of course, have some fun along the way. It has taken a lot of family effort to get where we are today. Our family has put everything on the line.
And we are not stopping here.
History is the making.
You're watching The Shanahans.
Ooh.
What are you doing, man?
I'm bumping the car, man.
Oh no.
I found the taillight though.
Oh, sick. You're lucky we have a spare rear fiberglass at home. See, I was just like...
Pa-bang. Pa-bang.
I like the tyre roll, you just know you're close, but not too far.
Where else do you have some damage?
Kissing the butt. Transitioning too hard.
So yeah, today's a wrap.
Yeah, good day.
Yeah, really, really happy.
Every lap has been like 100% fun. I done the interview for the Red Bull TV, like for the live stream, and like they were like, how was your run, like blah blah blah, and I was like, to be honest, I can't remember it. I just know I was extremely excited.
No, I watched the run from the grandstand and it was like, I was biting my nails. I was like, I'm fixing the car all night.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
It's like watching you back when you were driving my 180.
Yeah,
like, you're having fun even.
Just, I think it's the car is just snappy and it just like it's light and it
not even that, but
it's,
like, it's working and positive vibes back, which is always good.
So how was your qualifying?
Yeah, it was okay. I am happy. I scored an 88, which is like still a really good score.
It is like 2 points below 90, which is like, pretty insane.
Yeah, but I was happy. Qualifying is never my strongest thing anyway. Jump over the wall. Oh, Jack boy.
The qualifying is only 20% of the weekend realistically. But when it comes to battles, it's like you can, it like brings out like the inside of you, like,
and
you know,
especially
it's
here.
Yeah,
because like where battles is like.
We were watching practice today, and I was like, it's practice, but like every car is like 4 or 5 feet from every other car.
I think this event is definitely a special event for both of us.
Yeah, well, we're kind of getting to the spot where like you turned like 15 years of age, and also like had like the biggest stage that you've ever competed on.
I think like no matter how far I will, like if I do go far in a competitive career or anything like that, I think this event will be always the event that put me on the map and change my whole career.
But it's pretty much like we're here in Plock in Poland, and like my very first event in European competition was across the way in the stadium, like on the outside. I qualified like 5th. It's pretty mental to think that like this town has like such a history of how we both started our European tours. Yours was a lot more memorable than mine. Like I had a desperate ending to my weekend that was like, but it was still 5th place in my first event in Europe. I was 13. It was pretty mental. But like then to come back, and we were talking about that last year. Obviously we weren't vlogging then, and we were like, oh, like imagine if Connor could get like 5th place and blah blah blah. And
I think like coming here,
blows it out of the water.
It was like I wasn't under any pressure. Like 2 weeks before the event, we decided I was going to compete in Europe as well. Imagine if we didn't decide that.
I know, it'd be all different.
If we didn't decide that now, we probably wouldn't even be having vlogs here. So you know what I mean? But I think this is definitely a place what I will never ever forget. Like I can actually picture like when me and Liam, like we nearly jumped over the balcony. See, we were like the Budmat and James' car was parked here, you were parked further, your car was smashed, completely wrecked. You got out and you were like confused, like because you obviously was your lead run. We done the first run, which is the run where everyone talks about, the chase run, and I literally just went, right, you know what, if I write him off, I write him off. Everyone will talk about it either way.
This sport creates something truly magical.
Oh! Wow! Look at Connor Shanahan! Wheel on wheel with the world champ! Oh! What was that transition, Connor Shanahan? Look at Shanahan, Dave. It's wheel to wheel, door on door with James Ding. Oh, look at this! Shanahan!
Everyone was going mad. I couldn't even understand what the spotter said on the radio. He was just like
screaming.
I was like, okay, must have been good.
He fires in behind Shanahan, not the same proximity right now, Ian. Oh, now James Dean, he's coming for it. James Dean backs it in on contact.
After the second run, came across the finish line with my hand out the window, didn't have a clue that James was after crashing. Pulled up here, opened the door, and then I just turned around and James's car was coming with the front wheel like wobbling. And I was like, what, did that happen just there, or did it happen like during the run? When he got out of the car, I asked him, I was like, what's wrong? And he didn't even say anything, he just lifted me up into the air. We high-fived, and like I was still like confused. Did I win?
I was like me, Bagsy, all of like Corbin and the crew. We were all up in the thing, and we were like, Liam was there, and we were just like, we were just going mental. I was like even your top 4 against Thor, it was like just
like I think
stupid.
Like at that moment in time, I didn't realise like how big this other thing was.
Yeah.
My phone blew up basically.
Yeah.
And I remember I woke up the next morning with my phone in my hand on charge. Like literally every video had like millions of views. Frederick Asbo messaged me, like Daigo Saito was after sharing posts on his pages. I didn't want to show like how much it like meant to me inside the truck round.
Yeah,
Honestly, I was really happy to be around you guys and stuff. And then I took him home and I walked out. I didn't walk into the track. I just walked straight across the middle of the pitch. And I literally was like nearly crying. I was like, did it really like happen? I was like, this is like absolutely mental.
Definitely the best debut you could have ever thought of.
100%. It's probably, I think it will be probably the hardest event I'll ever have to top. Ever. No matter like where it is in the world, it will be always hard to top.
The fact that it's because how insane the track is,
exactly,
or how insane the fans were, or how insane the battle was. Like, it was just like Dave Egan came down and he was like, I've been crying.
Yeah.
He said, I've literally been in tears. Like he said, it's just been so emotional. Like it was like one of those things that like where every single thing that could have clicked together went together, and it was like just mad.
When they got out of the car and the Polish people started singing Happy Birthday.
It was mental, man. It was absolutely crazy. Like
chanting a song to Conor Shanahan, and Jack Shanahan is emotional right now.
Right now, I'm so grateful for it that like it actually did happen, and I think 100% we can definitely say that put my name on the map. That it's brought me back here, and I said to Dave Egan, I'm going to do the lotto next year because my birthdays keep getting better and better. Because I haven't mentioned it on the vlog yet, but that I am now a Red Bull athlete, which I am super excited about. So last year we won the event here. Yesterday before the event I announced that I'm a Red Bull athlete, and next year when I turn 17 I don't know what it's going to be.
Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to Poland. You take one of the most difficult disciplines in the world, you ramp up the difficulty level and you put a load of immovable walls around it, and you get what is the most unique drift event on earth.
Are starting to fill up, and yeah, it's getting busy here. Apparently it's sold out that there's 10,000 people in this place, so absolutely mental. So yeah, we're going to go catch up with Jack before he's battled. Hopefully he's not on the line. So unfortunately I've missed Jack to get a chat with him. I didn't think it was going to start so fast. I can hear him warming up his tires, so yeah, I'm going to go see if I can see his battle.
He's expected to win this, but as we've seen in many years here in Poland, anything can and often does happen under the lights.
Go. Come on.
Off through the gears into that first corner goes Shanahan to lead off Savage, and Savage
backing down Dave, but he knows he's got the perfect lead to chase right now. As you can see, Shanahan nice and close to that wall, very close indeed, and Savage not giving him some room. He knows he needs to be absolutely glued to the side of that Toyota GT86 as Shanahan now negotiates his way around that infamous front wall run where he gets his front bumper nice and close to that, trying to get that perfect 100-point lead run. Shanahan now slows down that D-cell zone into that roundabout, gets back on throttle nice and early. Zammich though attached to that back of the car, he's not going anywhere. The Hungarian driver wants to get a win in his belt this season, and it looks like he's really forcing himself onto the side of that car once again, but he gets a little bit left there. This is where Shanahan was pulling away in practice. Shanahan's got the pace, but look at Zammich now, stands on the accelerator, starts to bring the fight back. He's dialed a little bit too much angling though. He's going to find himself way on the inside of the circuit, and he certainly does as they bring it across the line.
Excellent run from Jack Shanahan and from
really good lead run from Jack. Chase car was there with him, but making some mistakes on the way. Jack should have the advantage, so yeah, hopefully he can put in a good chase now. Come on, Jackie boy.
Shanahan out first race qualifier, and with that fire breathing down his neck, Norbert Zammich knows right now he can't put a foot wrong, or the young gun from Ireland will be taking him down. Nice opposite flick from Zammich as he gets nice and close to the wall. You can see him just back out of it ever so slightly, but look at Shanahan nice and close.
Yes, Jack.
Goes Jack Shanahan. He knows to overturn that one. He's going to really have to stick it to him almost.
Yes, Jack.
Position as he makes a big dive onto the door now as they get.
Oh, Jack, you
contact, Dave. There is contact. This is the unpredictability of Shanahan showing through right there.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, so unfortunately, as you've seen, Jack made a silly mistake and he's out of the competition. To be honest, I'm absolutely gutted for him. He was driving so hard. This event meant a lot to him. And yeah, heartbreaking. But unfortunately, I can't think about that now. I just gotta do my thing and hopefully we can advance on to the top 16. Let's go.
But this one now is a big one.
It is, and it's last year's winner of this event, Conor Shanahan. Well, he's back with a lot of expectation. The Polish fans in this stadium love him after the performance he put in. He's back with a new car this year. He hasn't looked as strong as he did last year, but hey, anything can happen for the next couple of hours as Vasiliauskas in that carbon Kevlar E92 will be chasing in the youngster in that first corner and giving him a little bit of room.
Yeah, he's giving him a little room, but he gets wild, very wild early, this Vasiliauskas, and he's known for his incredible chases. And look at this, onto the door he goes of Conor Shanahan's S15. Very nice transition back. You see him just using the foot brake to slow that car down. Conor Shanahan on a very nice qualifying line right now. He's going to get into the zone just about keeping that front bumper off the wall. But look at Andreas Vasiliauskas all over the side of that Nissan S15. His own smoke puts the wing over the wall. Vasiliauskas, though, not giving him any room, absolutely bringing the fight. He knows Shanahan was the man to beat last year. Well, can he be the man to beat this year?
Thumbs up to Andreas Vasiliauskas. Well, a big question asked now. And look at this, Conor Shanahan already says that Vasiliauskas just jumped. I can see Conor Shanahan already protesting on the line. He's got to make a big dive here, Shannon, to stay in the fight.
He certainly has. Vasiliauskas so deep into the outer zone that it looked like he was going to make contact with the tyre belt. But look at Conor Shanahan. He's on a very shallow angle, trying to keep up with that car. 900 horsepower underneath the bonnet of that BMW. Oh, look at Shanahan. Unbelievable. I thought he was going to take the back end off of that BMW right then as they transition through the centre of the circuit. Vasiliauskas not taking a glance over, Dave.
Absolutely, and Conor Shanahan right there as they go into the roundabout, starting to push it up onto the door, and contact between the two cars. Not sure what exactly happened there. Smoke clouding out our view, and you can see Conor Shanahan not happy. I'm not too sure which way the judges are going to call this. We're having these fireworks so early on. The drama continues. Who's going through to the top 16? It's Conor Shanahan getting the call and going through to the top 16.
So, not the event we wanted for me. I knocked out in top 32. Hey, Ted. So, yeah, we... bit of one bad luck plus stupid driving. Just pushed way too hard for a top 32 battle. But it is what it is. We had a good time. Track is sick. Look at the stadium. It is fully packed. Conor is in top 16. He's got Peter Vincek next. So, extremely tough battle because Peter's car is insanely fast. But yeah, so we're gonna chill and go watch and see what happens. So we'll keep you updated. You guys coming to watch? Let's go then. You coming to watch?
Yep.
Huh? Yep. Oh, you're watching here?
Of course. A bit later, man.
Oh, it's true.
Oh, McKeever makes a big error there. McKeever makes a big error. He backs off. I think that's engineering.
Oh, look at Dwayne.
Thanks, boy.
Top 16, but
soak it up.
What can you do? What can you do? Conor is against Peter Vincek. I'm nervous. You know what he's like. You know what he's like. Oh, man.
Smashed
Conor needs that push. Oh, my God.
This is a story. One guy earned his stripes at this track. This is his home track. One guy came here as a nobody, an underdog, and he made himself a worldwide known name. And he's back. He's in a brand new car, and he said, Peter Vincek, this might be your town, and we're coming to rule it this weekend.
Well, look at this. We've got a moment where Conor Shannon's exhaust hanging on the ground of the car, and that that would be an issue.
Oh, wow. And sorry, Dave, jump in there, just for you guys at home, so you know who this is that's talking to Conor. You might have seen this guy before. This is Maciek Polity. He is our safety guy. He makes sure that whatever happens on track is 100% legitimate and ready to rock and roll.
No.
And you know what? I think he just dealt the deadly blow, Dave.
Oh my fucking God. Over what? No way. There's something wrong with the back of his car and they won't let him do it. The exhaust on the car is the exhaust broke. Are you that cannot be an issue?
Come on, tie it up or something with the lane. Fucking go.
It's the rules. If it's not in the same condition it's meant to be, leaving the pits, it's not allowed to do a lap. There's no 5-minute rules or anything, so it is what it is. Yeah, so Conor got to the start line and he must have hit his exhaust or something coming through the pits. The exhaust is on the floor and they wouldn't let him do a lap. So that means Peter got a bye. Obviously Peter's going to be upset about getting the win like that. Oh God, that is just like the worst look you could ever ask for. After the result he had here last year, it's definitely disheartening.
So Jack, it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's all over. Not exactly the event we were hoping for. No, definitely not. With the memories we have here, it's definitely the most disappointing round we've had here. Lots of things to take away from though. Me in top 32, my battle just kind of overdrove, pushed a little bit too hard and made a mistake. So obviously it won't happen again and we're just going to get back on top as fast as we can.
Yeah, I was battling Peter Viensek in the top 16, watching his driving style and FD and events in Europe when you were competing. He has always been a standout driver, he's incredible. Warming up my tyres, and as I came around the corner to pull to the start line, I heard my exhaust was hanging down. I was like, oh no. Maybe the start line marshal won't see it, but he's seen it. Oh, it's not safe to run. So that was the end of my weekend right there. We couldn't even go out with a fight. I got out of the car to wave to the grandstand and I could hear people booing. Yeah, it was absolutely a heartbreaker.
The one thing about this round though is that like even though we got knocked out early, it's nearly as entertaining standing up there.
Oh, I've watched a lot of drift events, watching you compete everywhere. Tonight, watching from the top 8 on, I've never ever in my life seen such a stacked, intense top 8. To the final, it was like...
And James Dean.
Oh my God.
Over James Dean's car. He is actually side by side. How does he hold it? It doesn't make sense.
Unbelievable.
Most insane drive I've ever seen.
For us, not the best weekend, but you know what? We learned some things and we're ready to push hard in Riga. Thank you guys so much for the support. These vlogs are so much fun.
Yeah, but we're enjoying it. Make sure that if you want to see more stuff at the events, like comment what you want to see.
Yeah.
We're not exactly.
Yeah. And the vlogs like might look unbelievable, but I think a lot of it goes down to Lucas, Bandana Boy. He puts so much time into these vlogs and is like unbelievable guy. Helps us out so much. And you might see the work what he's doing in the vlogs, but behind the scenes he's doing so much work, designing stuff, and yeah, we're working on big plans for next year. So once this year is over, you can expect big things next year. But yeah, if you want to buy a team shirt, check it out. We're ordering some new one on bandanastreet.com. You can get them ordered, and yeah, make sure to buy yourself one. Support us. Yeah, mine's quite 30.
Same. Been in all day.
So yeah, thanks so much to family, team,
it's been
incredible partners.
Back to the drawing table, I guess.
That's it. See you guys. Thank you so much.